This is our presentation about our Mousetrap car done by me, Semyon, and Jose. Our name is Donut Drifters, and our catchphrase is "We make speed sweet." This is our original design plan. Not much changed. We still used normal CDs in the back, and then instead of smaller CDs, we used lids, like peanut butter jar lids. But overall, the actual design of the car stayed the same. We just used slightly different materials. This would be our live demo. I'm going to send it in a different link because it won't let me play it and videotape it at the same time. Our scientific evidence, so our goals were to go 10 meters and then possibly do a jump. Due to a time constraint and just simply making the car functional, we didn't attempt to jump at the time. I have a table, it's trial versus distance, and trial 1 resulted in a 0 meters due to a failure in the design of our car. Trial 2 is 5.5 meters, definitely by far our best. Trial 3 was about 4.5 meters, and then trial 4 was about 3.5 meters, also due to an error. Our first trial resulted in an error due to the fact that the car had to be pushed to move at all. Our second trial was by far our best because we came in and we modified the car slightly to get it to, work on its own, and it actually ended up going a pretty decent distance. The third trial was slightly shorter than our second trial. It might have just been an error in winding it up. And then the fourth trial was shorter due to a malfunction in the car. The string broke right before we videotaped it, and therefore we had to make some last minute fixes to the car, which resulted in a shorter distance. The two areas of physics that we chose were motion and force. For motion, our average velocity was 2.56 meters per second, which is pretty good. Our distance was about 3.5 meters in the video, but 5.5 meters in our test run. And our car was able to travel decent distance at a decent speed. It was able to do this due to the fact that we used a snap from the Mousetrap to create the force that allowed the car to move and continue at a speed for a good distance. The second area was forces, and our car was able to avoid air resistance due to the setup of our car. Like I said, we used 2 regular size CDs in the back as our wheels, and then 2 peanut butter jar lids in the front. We had 2 choices of dowels, and we ended up using a smaller one, simply due to how it fit and how they moved and worked with the wheels. All of this kind of allows for less air resistance and can help the car continue to move and maintain a decent speed for a longer distance. We weren't going for speed or anything. We were simply going for 10 meters. We made it about halfway. We went over slightly halfway. And then the actual style of our car, we created a longer, thinner style for our car. The wood that we chose to use is very light compared to other types of woods. We drilled a hole in the base of our car to make it lighter and to just help it resist air resistance because it would have less mass. The car still has normal and gravitational forces on it, but we helped kind of lessen the gravity and normal force due to the fact that we made the car lighter and just overall, thinner, and we made it as compact as possible, like weight-wise, to help avoid air resistance, which took one of the forces out. Why our car is the best? It has a very unique design. Yes, all cars have a base and 4 wheels, but we kind of designed ours to be more lighter and to be able to avoid air resistance better. It's easy to use. You just wind the string up and then you let it go, and the snap from the Mousetrap allows for the car to move by turning the wheels on the dowel. The car is customizable. It's not painted or anything because we figured people would want to be able to customize their own car, so we allow that. And then the car is durable. It went through quite a bit in our 4 trials, but it still managed to go a distance. So I think that's a very important part of a car, is be able to withstand certain things and be durable. And then overall, this is our bibliography. We researched a lot of different websites to kind of find what people recommend to do with the cars so that they become more air resistant. And we even looked up like how to make a car go further and how to make a car go faster and like what kind of things you need to be able to have. But overall, I think that our car was pretty good and went a pretty decent speed for a pretty decent distance. Thank you.